Foothill Boulevard. License 9RNR 511, I believe. This is 1666 Foothill Boulevard. This is the intersection of Juniper Avenue and Foothill, and it is 5 p.m. And this is employee number 4360 in the city of Fontana, aboard a different route, and the same pattern of conduct is underway. And employee 4360 is engaging in the same ongoing trauma, inflicting the same trauma regarding stalking with impossible light in concert with the people of the state who are engaging in criminal surveillance and furtherance of my murder. 313-29 Edward 2, 8 Zebra Indiana Frank 932, 9 Thomas Robert Victor 047. And the fake sun turns onto Foothill Boulevard and does not remain in Fontana at the Fontana Metrolink train station, where the entity is stalking, by the way, with commercial airline planes. And the entity is engaging in this pattern of conduct in the city of Ontario that maintains a city airport. And you are seeing how that is absolutely irrelevant with the clear targeting underway by the entity and the commercial airline companies. This is the entity that's gang stalking. This is the fake sun over the same person. Okay? Not only that, while it's remaining simultaneously over the Ovid Family Community Library, while it's remaining simultaneously over the Fontana Lewis Library, and so on and so forth. It is impossible that this would be the sun, including my evidence that includes me traveling on Route 66. And doing so in the morning, in the afternoon, coming from Fontana, going in the opposite route, going toward Fontana, going to Montclair, already in Upland, getting aboard this same route. This is the entity that is indeed gang stalking. Employee number 4360 is doing so. Furtherance of murder, and this is the position of OMNITRANS, which is a state actor, and of the people of the state who are engaging, what are working for state companies, such as the transit lines that are engaging in systematic surveillance on the roads and the highways, which is entirely threatening to the lives of American citizens. You need to understand, where they're maintaining surveillance on the roads and the highways, they engage in murder. And they also maintain an insurance system where they are profiting from that. They don't have car accidents where they're monitoring you in the specific environment. This entity is gang stalking me and stalking me obsessively with regard to stealing my wealth, getting away with stealing my wealth, framing me for murder, and also murdering me. 9 George Queen Jerry 421 shares in that, while they are stalking specifically me, knowing who I am, with regard to the impossibility that the sun would be over this bus traveling in this direction over the same person that has the ability to document this at all times of the day. This is gang stalking, and these are demons, and this is the beast system. All right, and this is the entity. Employee 4360 is doing so with the city of Fontana into the city of Rancho Cucamonga and the city of Ontario. This is P.O.C. It is currently 5:03 p.m. It also goes into Upland, California. But my point is that they're engaged in massive facilitation, which shall be the basis for these drivers, these coach operators, to go to prison. And based on the ongoing pattern of conduct that they're engaging in, as I'm documenting that, that's exactly what justice requires, because they will not be treated differently than the rest of the people of the state that are engaged in surveillance in the libraries, in the grocery store, on the roads and the highways, in my household where I live, or where the entity is maintaining what is kidnapping in the facilitating venues like West Valley Detention Center. And they are doing so with the entity that is providing evidence against employee number 4360. Alrighty, this is the entity that's engaged. That's literally a commercial airline plane that you saw. And again, I just want to be clear, employee 4360 and the like, they will be subject to being committed. They will be subject to prison. They will be subject to what is an inevitable prosecution for terrorism. While the entity engages in that pattern of conduct, okay, these are demons that cannot help themselves. It is literally a mental illness. They are engaging in typically murdering people in secret, maintaining a false narrative publicly in this country, keeping us conditioned with propaganda. And while I'm showing you that they have impulses that are very damning with regard to them being prosecuted, that's a demon that can't control themselves, but it's damning to her. I'm going to prosecute her, and I'm going to prosecute OMNITRANS, and everybody on this bus is gang. Everybody on the bus is gang stalking. This is P.O.C. This is Foot. In Citrus. And it's 5:03 p.m. Employee number 4360. This is P.O.C.